Our second speaker joined Toastmasters a long time ago. He joined to learn communication skills. He has nonetheless learned that there is quite a bit that can be done to learn about leadership. Today, the second speaker finishes his fifth path of the 11 in pathways. The motivational strategies or motivating people. He's to reflect on the path and summarize some of what he's learned. So help me welcome our second speaker. Answer is always no, unless you ask. If you want people to volunteer for something, ask them. What's the worst they can do? Say no. Like Wayne Gretzky said, miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Same idea. So doing this path helped me kind of consolidate and practice what I'd learned about leadership. I've learned a lot about leadership in the 7 offices in Toastmasters. You can learn a lot in each one of those offices. Some I grade myself as doing pretty well and some not so well. But I learned something in every single one of them. Then I got a little encouragement to go into area office and then division and then district, the 3 elected district positions. And like Nancy, I was district director, although she got to be called district governor, which I would have preferred, but I didn't have that choice. You learn a lot. When you're a district governor, you're 4th level supervisor of volunteers. 0, absolutely 0. You got a volunteer organization is motivation. So some of what I've learned and relearned is that there are 5 things in trying to pull this together today. And I've on the handout, never stop motivating people. You're always looking for opportunities to motivate people. That's why, DJ, I hope I gave you some motivation for your speech tomorrow. You and your speech are capable of continuing that journey. Second is you tailor the motivation or motivations to the person, to the situation. What will motivate DJ might not motivate McKaylee. McKaylee, for example, might go absolutely crazy at Taylor Swift. I'm not so convinced that Susan would really, Susan's giving me a maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, I would go to Taylor Swift. My daughter is excited she's got tickets for a Taylor Swift concert. She waited online for hours to get it. Okay, so different people get motivated by different things. Then you want to use the right language. Unfortunately, in Toastmasters, we come to talk about, well, my job next week is this, or my job next week is that. Every job in Toastmasters should be referred to as an assignment, or even better, as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to serve, and to have fun. It's a little hard to be having fun with being a timer. So, the degrees of these things do vary. So use the right language that helps motivate the people you are trying to motivate. Learn by observing what people are reacting to. When I was a new Toastmaster, people had to really work with me to get me to do eye contact at all. It was not natural. My first eye contact, I had 0. First speech, I had 0 eye contact. Now it's almost automatic. Sometimes I screw up. But one of the things they took a while for me to learn was that you observe your audience, not just to make eye contact, but to observe how they're reacting to what you're saying. I was giving a speech once in front of a technical audience, a review panel. And they were right here, I had to influence them. Partway through the talk, about halfway through, as I recall, I could see by watching them, they weren't buying it. Now, I could have just gone on, continued on through the talk. I said, no, and I stopped. I said, let's go back through some of this stuff. And I did, and then I started seeing faces change. So you watch the people you're motivating, seeing what works, what's not work. In general, Toastmasters, anything you're trying to do, learn, serve, enjoy. It took me most of my year as district director to come up with those 3 words. If I'd known them ahead of time, if I'd realized that ahead of time, that would have been my slogan. So most of the rest of the handout is just a range of possibilities in how to motivate people. How many have heard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Okay, pretty good. I can't see the online people, but I'm imagining, yep, I see a tiny hand going up there on the screen there. Where are people that you're working with? Family, friends, Toastmasters, work colleagues, folks at the prison, as Sharon and Mick and I go down to. Where are they? Are they really focused down at the bottom? Like, where am I going to sleep tonight? Or are they at the apex self-actuation and they're talking about spiritual matters and they're more focused on what rewards they can get? Well, all of us go up and down in these hierarchies. Top of the second page, there's a list of just some of the ways to motivate people. And in Toastmasters, we have quite a few. I have, if I figure out which pocket I put it in, by virtue of pushing a couple, I have a variety of proficiency pins. No, it's a pin. It sits unused at home, but it's a symbol. It does provide me some motivation. Always want to be positive in motivating people to the extent you can. Praise and encouragement, it has to be authentic. People spot phonies. They really do. So don't try it. The language, pick the right thing. And then I came up with a couple of quotes that I want to leave you with. Winston Churchill, 1940. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. That's a motivational quote. He was being honest with the people of the United Kingdom. They had work ahead of them, but they came through. Another quote roughly a year later, also by Winston Churchill, one of the greatest orators of the 20th century: never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never. In nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. DJ's not going to give in. He's going to triumph tomorrow. As you've been taking your journey, you've undoubtedly had it times here and there. Should I be doing this? Maybe I'm just not going to work. I'll skip the next practice. Or when he's working on tennis, don't give in. And then if you've seen the movie Galaxy Quest, Mapsaw, whose name I just mispronounced, never give up, never surrender. Motivate the people around you. Help them achieve new growth. Help them accomplish what they most want to accomplish. Thank you.